Roland Mumford with Mumford.law. Today I checked my nose hairs, as yesterday I did a video and I caught after the fact that I had a couple of nose hairs sticking out, and you guys gave me some grief in the comments. I was expecting it, but I was not going to redo that video. So I ordered on Amazon that Manscaped Weed Whacker, they call it, that nose hair trimmer. So we had a little bit of fun with that yesterday, and I can be gregarious and self-deprecating, but we had some fun with that. Anyways, today I'm doing a video about the use of restraint chairs by law enforcement departments. I came across a video about a sheriff in Georgia that has been convicted in federal court for civil rights violations involving the use of restraint chairs, placing people that were not being passively aggressive at all or even resisting while they were there in the jail, and they would just be placed into these restraint chairs for up to as many as 10 hours. There were several people who had their civil rights violated by this particular sheriff, and we're going to talk about that. The reason that this came to mind for me was because years ago I represented a very young autistic child who had a manifestation, and a local law enforcement department, a sheriff's department, Sumner County Sheriff, years ago, they placed that little boy who was autistic in a restraint chair, and something that I never forgot about. Well, anyways, I'm doing a piece, this video is about what is the proper use of restraint chairs and what are the improper uses. And we're going to talk about this particular sheriff in Georgia, and I'm going to play some news reports. One kind of talking about how they first learned about it through surveillance camera video. They're in the jail. And then we're going to play the news video about his conviction. And then a third follow-up video talking about the civil rights violation. Now, the sheriff that I'm referring to is Victor Hill. He's the former Clayton County Sheriff. He handcuffed a man to a restraint chair, but it was actually several people. But the one in particular involved a gentleman this involves a former Clayton County Sheriff Victor Hill violating prisoners' rights. There was a video that came out showing how he had approached one gentleman and told him that he was going to not be allowed in the county, asking him why he was in the county. And he literally told the guy that the democracy and freedom didn't apply in his county. In the video that we're about to play, Hill is seen walking into a holding cell to speak with the man arrested. He asked the man what was he doing in Clayton County. And is this a democracy, the guy asked? And is this the United States? That's what this handcuffed gentleman said to Hill. Hill responded, "No, it's not in my county." As the video goes on, the handcuffed man is seen complying with deputy's orders, respectfully calling him sir as he asks about his rights. He asks, "Am I entitled to a fair and speedy trial?" the man asks. And then you can hear the sheriff say, "Roll that chair around here."